The English language is interesting. There's a lot of words that come from weather-related things. In fact, here's a few of them, starting with lunatic. Did you know this actually comes from the moon? Because back in older cultures, they would think that the moon had an overall impact on how people acted. So if somebody was acting a little bit out of the ordinary, maybe a little crazy, and it was around the full moon, they would be considered a luna, another word for the moon, tick. So let's say somebody's not acting a little bit crazy and they're actually in a good mood. There you are on top of cloud 9. Now, you may not know this, but when you look up at the sky and you see a cumulus cloud behind you, that is low cloud 1. And there's all these clouds. They are separated in the categories low, medium, and high. Low cloud 3, for example, is cumulonimbus, but low cloud 9 is cumulonimbus mammatus. It is a very high cloud. So if you are on top of cloud 9, you're in a very good mood. You're very high up. So moving on, what if you're not in a good mood today? What if you're feeling rough? You're under the weather? Well, this goes back to sailors. When they were out to sea and they weren't feeling good, they would go below deck and literally be under the weather. Did you know that disaster is actually a word that comes from an astronomical standpoint? It is a bad star. Literally, the Greek meaning for dis is bad, aster is star, bad star. It comes from when they would see comets, stars that didn't belong there, and it would be a bad omen. Thus, disaster, something bad. So in learning about all of these different type of idioms, this one surprised me. Stealing somebody's thunder. Did you know that this actually is nothing to do with meteorology per se? There was a man by the name of John Dennis. He was a playwright in the 18th century. He created a machine that would make thunder for his plays. Now, his play didn't do very well, but somebody from the popular play Macbeth took his machine, and as the story goes, during the play, he stood up and said, "You stole my thunder." Yeah, we use that today as a way of explaining that somebody stole your idea or your credit for something. Okay, and finally, this one's a little dark, okay? So a little warning here. But how about it's raining cats and dogs? Now, the true origin of this is up for debate, but one of the theories is that in old kind of medieval, maybe 16th century Europe, especially in cities, there was a lot of dead animals around. So when it rained heavy, those animals would get washed out. It's gross, but it is interesting to know where some of these terms do come from. So yeah, weather not only impacting our life from day to day, but even the way we speak to each other. I'm meteorologist Robert Spett. If you want to know more stuff like this, shoot me a message. Let's get some ideas and a little bit of explainers about way weather impacts the world around you.